Leadership advice can be confusing, right? I spent ages chatting with business leaders, reading tons of books, but a lot of it just felt off. Maybe because leadership isn't one size fits all. We're all unique beings with our own quirks and styles. And you know what? That's what makes leadership so darn interesting. Forget about the introvert or an extrovert thing. You're you, and it's enough to make you a great leader. And you know, 80% of new leaders struggle in their first 2 years. Stressed, unhappy, and their teams, well, let's just say they're not exactly thriving. And with people switching jobs faster than ever, where are the rockstar leaders we need? The good news is that amazing leadership is all around us. It's in the people we meet every day. So in this video, I'll crack the code on what truly makes a great leader, no matter your style. This is Young Now. Let's do this. 1. Have a clear vision. Now, let's break down what truly makes a leader. It's not about bossing people around. It's about having a clear vision, a destination, not just a random walk in the park. Think about it. You wouldn't follow someone who just leads you in circles, right? You might tag along for a bit, but eventually you ditch the charlatan and find someone who knows where they're going. So, a leader has a clear vision, and then they gotta communicate it. But communication without trust is like a car with no wheels. People gotta believe you. They're not fools. They can sniff out phonies a mile away. 2. Be honest. And that trust comes from honesty. You gotta be real with your team. But amazing leadership isn't about some magical personality type. It boils down to character. We all know that reliable, conscientious people tend to do well in most jobs. Why? Because they keep their word. They're trustworthy. Now that's a key trait for a leader, especially in the long run. You see, a leader can be tough, even a bit harsh sometimes. But as long as they follow through on their promises, you know you can trust them. You believe there's a future payoff, a reason to follow. 3. Build a strong character. So the idea that strong character is more important than, say, birthright is a powerful one. It's about who you are as a person, not where you came from. And you're right, character development often gets the short shrift in our education system. We focus on facts and figures, but not always on building strong moral compasses. Maybe it's because it's hard to define good character in a way that works for everyone. But wouldn't it be amazing if we all strive to be a little more admirable, a little more trustworthy? Think about it. Strong character benefits everyone, not just the individual. The truth is, there's a power in numbers. When there are enough good people around, the whole world feels a little brighter, a little more hopeful. It's like that saying, a rising tide lifts all boats. But the flip side is also true. When good character is lacking, things can get messy, right? The point is, we all have a role to play. We can all choose to develop our character, to be a little more honest, a little more trustworthy. And guess what? That makes you a leader in your own way. It's true that a small group of highly motivated individuals can have a big impact. It's like the saying, a few good apples can spoil the bunch. But the flip side is also true. A few strong leaders, a few people with admirable character can make a real difference. The problem is, sometimes it feels like there's a war on strong character. We're bombarded with messages that focus on instant gratification, not long-term growth. But you don't need to wait for a cultural shift to become a leader. You can start developing your character right now. 4. The power of stories and emotional intelligence in leadership. The stories we tell ourselves, the stories we tell others, those are powerful. The stories we inherit, the values passed down through generations, they shape who we are. And when those stories emphasize strong character, a sense of purpose, well, that's a powerful foundation to build on. Without a firm foundation, it's easy to get tossed around by life's storms. Doubts creep in, decisions become agonizing. But a leader has a compass. They have convictions that guide them, even when the path gets tricky. That doesn't mean they're immune to doubts. We all are. But a strong leader doesn't let those doubts paralyze them. They learn from them, they grow from them, and they keep moving forward. You know, I researched iconic leaders from historical figures to everyday heroes, talked to CEOs and entrepreneurs. And I discovered that the secret sauce of leadership isn't about fancy titles or sky-high IQs. It's something much deeper, something often overlooked: emotional intelligence. Surely you're thinking, emotional intelligence? Doesn't that just mean being nice? Nope, not even close. Emotional intelligence is about understanding your own emotions and the emotions of others. But how to develop it? Well, I want to share 3 key pointers that are the foundation of great leadership. Pointer number 1, know yourself. Before you can connect with others, you gotta connect with yourself first. Self-reflection is key. What are your strengths, weaknesses? What motivates you? What triggers you? Think about it. How can you lead others if you don't understand your own emotions? Self-awareness is great, but it's only half the battle. You gotta be able to manage your emotions too. Don't let anger or frustration cloud your judgment. Learn to regulate your responses, especially under pressure. Pointer number 3, check your ego. We all have egos. It's part of being human. But the best leaders know when to check theirs at the door. Sometimes the best decision isn't about your pride. It's about what's best for the team, for the organization. Imagine a leader who gets easily frustrated. They yell at their team during a brainstorming session. The team shuts down, creativity plummets, and no one wants to speak up with new ideas. Not exactly a recipe for success. But a leader with self-awareness recognizes their frustration. They take a breath, self-regulate their emotions, and perhaps even apologize for their outburst. This creates a safe space for open communication, where team members feel comfortable sharing ideas, even if they're a bit risky. Now, let's talk about the next crucial element: motivation. Because let's face it, a team full of talented individuals doesn't guarantee success. You need to ignite a fire in their bellies, a sense of purpose that propels them forward. A leader with high emotional intelligence can empathize with their team's struggles and aspirations, communicate a clear vision in a way that resonates with each individual, challenge their team in a way that fosters growth, not fear. Think about a leader who simply assigns tasks without explaining the bigger picture. The team might complete the tasks, but they won't feel invested or motivated. Great leaders understand the power of why. They can articulate a clear vision that resonates with their team and ignites their passion. An emotionally intelligent leader, however, takes the time to connect with their team. They communicate the vision in a way that resonates with each individual. They paint a vivid picture of the team's ultimate goal, highlighting how each individual's contribution plays a vital role. But it's not just about the what, it's also about the how. Great leaders are passionate about their vision. Their enthusiasm is contagious, and it inspires their team to believe in the possibilities. Imagine Martin Luther King Jr. delivering his "I have a dream" speech in a monotone voice. Would it have had the same impact? Absolutely not. His passion, his conviction, that's what made his message so powerful and motivating. Emotional intelligence allows a leader to communicate the vision with clarity and passion. They can create a safe space where people feel comfortable taking risks and striving for excellence. So now it's your turn. Reflect on your own character development. Practice self-awareness and self-regulation, and channel your passion and enthusiasm to motivate your team. Because the truth is, leadership isn't about a fancy title or being the loudest voice in the room. It's about having the courage to be yourself, to lead with integrity, and to inspire others to be their best selves. That's a wrap. This is Young Now. Join the conversation. What qualities do you think make a truly great leader? We all have experiences with leaders, good or bad. Share your stories in the comments below. Let's build a community around what truly makes someone a great leader. Speaking of building confidence, have you ever felt like your inner voice is a broken record, stuck on repeat with doubts and negativity? Yeah, we've all been there. But there's a way to become the confident person you were always meant to be. So smash that subscribe button if you want to find out and join the YoungNow Fam. Until then, stay curious, stay awesome, and I'll see you next time.
All right, go 10! Woohoo!
This is it? Even care?
Huh? Yeah, of course I do!
Oh!
So that works for me.